Get me General Stingo, please.
Yes, Majesty?
Looks to me like that old honeyhound Papa Q Bear is thinking about paying us another visit.
Just let him try, Majesty. We'll attack him to within an inch of his life. We'll...
Don't be so bellicose, Stingo. Let's just scare him with a little show of force. A little weapons on parade.
Immediately, Majesty.
It might not hurt to try just one more time.
On the other hand, Papa, it might hurt quite a bit.
The fact is, the recipe doesn't call for wild honey. Well, if I'm going to have my 6 flavors ready for the fair, I'd better start honey hunting.
And I better start collecting leaves. Wow, what a haul! Ash, sycamore, black walnut.
Hey, what are you nerds doing in this neck of the woods?
What? What are you doing here, Too Tall?
I live near here. Collecting leaves for a school project.
It's not a school project, Smarty. It's for the nature study contest at the Bear Country Fair.
Oh, entering the Bear Country Fair?
Right. Not that it's any of your business, but our whole family is entering the fair. Family honor and all that, you know.
Relax. Just trying to be friendly. What contest is your dad entering?
Since he's the foremost honeyhound, expert in Bear Country, he's entering the honey contest.
Honey contest? What about needlepoint?
Oh, yeah? What about your father?
Thought you'd never ask. He's in the woods right now, collecting firewood. My dad, being the strongest bear in Bear Country, is going to enter and win the Strongest Bear Contest.
Well, don't count on it, because it just so happens that my dad is going for Strongest Bear, too. So your dad had just better look out.
Hey, terrific! I'll spread the word. It'll be the event of the fair.
Brother, how could you say such a thing? It's just not true. I know, but that Too Tall got me so mad making fun of Papa like that. Besides, our Papa's pretty strong. Have you ever seen Too Tall's dad? 2-ton grizzly? Well, no.
Hey, Pop! Have you collected enough firewood yet?
Yup, we're ready to head for home.
I've got it. Obviously, we're up against a master criminal, right?
Right.
And it'll require scientific methods, right?
Right.
So what we need is a dog detector.
Huh? A dog detector? What in the world is that?
You know, something that can detect dogs the way a Geiger counter detects radioactivity.
Look, Unc, instead of wishing for impossible things like dog detectors, let's go to town and start looking for snuff. I've got some pictures here in my wallet and... What's bugging Pup? The collar and leash has Snuff's doggy scent on them. And every time she sniffs them, she goes...
Aha! Puff is our dog detector. Dog thief, here we come.
Well, I don't know. What does your dog look like?
Here are some pictures.
What is he, a beagle? A terrier? Schnauzer?
Yep,
We'll let you know if we spot him. Good luck.
struck out again. The bear detectives should have solved this dog snatching by now. How can we, when it's Snuff who's been snatched? We're getting nowhere fast.
That's because we haven't brought our main weapon into play yet. Today's modern detectives rely on scientific methods, supercomputers, laser microscopes, and dog detectors.
Have you come up with any clues, Papa?
Clue schmooze. I'm seeking bigger game, the dog thief himself. Or herself.
Quick, Freddy. Give me those photos. Did Unc find Snuff already? Their tails don't match. Papa! Stop! Wait!
You're under arrest, you filthy dog thief!
Oh no! It's the mayor's wife, Mrs. Honeypot, and her pet Pekingese.
How dare you touch my precious poopsie?
Ouch! Sorry, it won't happen again. Yow! Look at this. Nothing but an old boot.
Don't feel bad, Papa. Mayor Honeypot only catches old soda pop cans.
The old cans, old boots. Folks are using the lake for a trash can.
Yeah, and all that junk they're throwing in's polluting the water.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it. Anyway, I've caught my quota of garbage for the day. I'm heading home.
So long. See ya, Papa. You know, Lake Grizzly really is a national resource. And if folks are using it as a dump...
No ifs about it. Yeah, folks are using it as a dump.
Look, it's old Jake. How you doing, Mr. Jake?
Want to see what them scallywags been tossing in here? Get a load of this.
Take it easy. Yeah, we're on your side.
Yeah, sorry. They got carried away. It's just that this mess gets me hotter than a hornet's nest. How are you two coveroos doing anyway?
We're fine, but it sounds like you've got a bad cough.
Yeah, well, not just me. Everyone who lives in the lake's coughing up a storm. You fish, turtles, frogs, everybody.
How come?
All the dead, burned pollution is choking everyone. I tell you, we're drowning in this stuff.
Gosh, this is really serious. We've got to do something before it's too late. But what? Hey, maybe Professor Actual Factual will help us. Good idea. He's an expert environmentalist.
Environmentalist?
Yeah, he knows all about land and water and everything. And he knows a lot of stuff about pollution, too. Don't worry, Jake. We'll get you some help.
Okay, coveroos. I'll be waiting. And it better come quick, or I'm gonna have to switch to bottled water.
Oh, dear me. This does sound critical. Lake Grizzly is Bear Country's reservoir. It supplies all of our water.
You mean we've been drinking that stuff? Yeah! Is there anything we can do?
First, we must survey the entire lake to see exactly what we're faced with.
Lake Grizzly's awfully big, Professor. Hey, maybe we can use the Berenstain observation balloon.
Capital idea! Now, quickly, my little friends, into the gondola and to your stations. Yes! Where have you been, you addle-pated nincompoop? I've been waiting by this phone for...
It's all set, Chief. We're ready to go. Got the plan right here.
Well, send it down, you double-dealing dunce! You send it down!
Yes, Chief, immediately.
Bear Country, say goodbye to your national treasure in one fell swoop.
Chief!
Get off the phone, you idiot! You're tying up the line. Weasels! On to Fort Grizzly!
We've got to get hold of that plant. But how? I'm gonna try something. What are you doing? Ratfish Ralph is my name. Smiling and cheating are my game. You'll never get away with it. Me again? Would you believe it, Chief? I forgot to keep a copy of the plan. Would you send one up?
You what?
You got away with it. Come on, there's no time to lose.
But those walls are 20 feet thick, and the place is surrounded by armed guards.
But, Papa, those dotted lines are tunnels. McGreed and his gang are gonna steal the golden honey by tunneling under the walls.
Why can't the guards go into the treasure room and stop them?
Because all the doors are sealed. They won't open till tomorrow. And the weasels are tunneling right now.
This is serious. Hurry, to the fort.
Everything looks all right.
Of course it does. The trouble's underground. Faster, Papa. Stop! Stop the car!
Don't you folks believe in signs? This here happens to be a porcupine crossing.
Mr. Porcupine, at this very moment, Weasel McGreed and his gang are tunneling into Fort Grizzly. They're after the golden honey.
Well, I can't permit that. The golden honey belongs to all of us. It just happens that underground is my middle name. I think I'll just dig down and settle McGreed's hash.
It's not just McGreed. It's his whole gang. They're tunneling from every direction.
That's a toughie.
Couldn't you call for help? Don't porcupines have some sort of distress call?
Nope, got no distress call, 'cause